This is losing it through hacking. And how does that happen? I know people, especially in California, a lot of strange people in California, that have $100,000 or more on their smartphone, wherever my smartphone is. I know I have one. Anyway, $100,000 on a smartphone. And they say, well, I'm using the mycelium wallet, and it's secure. It's secure? Give me your phone number, and in 5 minutes, I will have all of your Bitcoins. Now, you think that's bragging. It is not. How do you do it? There are at least 100 million telephones in this world that have spyware on it, including keyloggers. How do you get that? Has anybody ever visited a porn site? None of the people here, good. But those outside who have, I promise you, I don't care which one you visited, you have a keylogger on your phone. How? If it's an Android, the first thing that happens is when you first do a drive-by of the site, it sets the download authorized applications flag on your phone. The first click, if you happen to see something that might be interested, I think I'd like to watch that, you now have the spyware on your phone. You all do if you've been there. Now, who's watching? I have no clue. Janice, is there any water anywhere? Oh, never mind, it's here. Sorry. Who's watching? I have no clue, but neither do you. But whoever it is, it's not anyone who has your best interest at heart. And what can you do with that spyware? Well, not just the keyloggers, but also screen capture. So what can you do? Let's assume you've got the spyware, and you have a whole group of hackers somewhere. Russia, the Ukraine, China, Kansas City, I have no clue, but they're somewhere. And they're monitoring all of these tens of millions of phones. And suddenly, you're into Bitcoins, and you download the mycelium wallet, or some other wallet. Well, what's the first thing that happens? What are your seed keys? Where is it displayed? Now, let's forget about encryption. Let's forget about how secure everybody says these wallets are. To get your seed keys, you have to read them from a screen, do you not? Where is that screen? It's on your phone. Where has that phone been? Maybe to a porn site. All right, so now you have an infected device, and someone is watching, and they have a piece of software in their keylogger that says, wait for anybody downloading any one of these 25 wallets. As soon as that happens, get ready. As soon as you run it, it'll say, the first screen that comes up will say, do you want your seed keys? Yes, no, whatever. As soon as that click happens, the very next screen is captured. Those are your keys. I now have your keys, if it's me. I'm not saying it's not me or it is me, but whoever it is has your seed keys. What does that give them the power to do? Pardon? Take all of your money. All they have to do is go, yep, I lost my wallet. Here's my seed keys. Redo it. Oh, good Lord, I have 100 Bitcoins. I forgot that. I want them all now. In fact, convert them to my Ethereum account immediately. And I'm going to convert that to something else. And pretty soon, you can't trace it. You will never find it. And you will never recover it.
Amidst a whirlwind of digital chaos, the crypto market has become the backdrop for an audacious heist that has taken the financial world by storm. Reports reveal that a staggering $2.2 billion in cryptocurrencies has been siphoned off this year, with North Korean hackers masterminding over half of this colossal amount. The enigmatic nation has made headlines once again, not just in political corridors, but in the heart of the digital currency realm. But what does this mean for the giants, such as DMM Bitcoin and WazirX, finding themselves in the crosshairs of these cyber marauders? The orchestration of these heists, doubling their haul from the previous year, raises alarms and eyebrows, casting a long shadow over the crypto horizon. Let's delve deeper without giving away too much just yet. Welcome back to Investocracy Crypto.
What do you think about blockchain? A lot of these guys are talking about what if we decide to go to blockchain for, voting. A lot of hackers are fans of blockchain technology, right?
Actually, hackers are not.
Hackers are not?
No.
So let me ask you a question. How do you think, what do hackers think about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency?
So let me go back to the blockchain. Blockchain is a solution looking for a problem it can solve. And it really haven't found a problem it can solve. Blockchain is fundamentally energy inefficient, slow, distributed database system, depending what is your consensus algorithm, how you put it. Blockchain, if you look 10 problems in elections, blockchain can be partial solution to one or two of those 10. But blockchain would create then 10 more problems. So you will be always net negative. Blockchain has no role in the vote counting part of the elections at all. It just doesn't. And even if you look for other parts like voter registration, then the question becomes a consensus algorithm and all the other technologies. Furthermore, blockchain voting systems have been proposed. For example, Duma of Moscow.
Yeah.
And it got immediately hacked. If you look the US proposals, votes, it got hacked and got demonstrated. So the whole idea that blockchain is somehow harder to be hacked, not true.
Can you hack into blockchain?
I mean, depends which blockchain, but just before COVID, I was hired to validate 3 different blockchain systems overseas in Europe, and I hacked all 3 of them. It's just a question of what is the vulnerability.
So okay, so then just answer the second question if you could. Hackers, are they fans of Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrency? Are they fans of it or no?
If you look how many hacker conferences have always presentation, what are the vulnerabilities and how Bitcoin, for example, has a fundamental problem with the blockchain. Individually, yes, there's probably one hacker here than there who are a fan of that. But generally speaking, blockchain is not really a favorite thing for hackers.
Interesting. Hackers are not fans of blockchain. Because I'm looking at this year's Cyber Defense magazine. It says, why do hackers love cryptocurrency? I've had another guy that was a hacker who was a very big fan of blockchain and cryptocurrency, but you're not.
I really have to say that if I think my community of hackers and security researchers, if I have 1 out of 10 who are fans of blockchain, that's about it. 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
In the labyrinthine world of cryptocurrency, 2024 has emerged as a year fraught with a unique kind of menace. At its center, North Korean hackers have choreographed an elaborate ballet of deception and digital theft, amassing a staggering $1.3 billion in various digital currencies. It's as if they've collectively decided that traditional means of fundraising were just too last season. These digital Daedalus have been posing as remote IT workers, infiltrating crypto and tech firms with uncanny ease, leaving a trail reminiscent of a plot from a high-stakes espionage thriller. Interestingly, while the broader cryptocurrency theft figures have increased by 21% this year, they still lag behind the disastrous peaks of 2021 and 2022. Would-be investors remain wary, yet simultaneously intrigued. After all, who doesn't feel a twinge of excitement at the thought of thefts that might just rival those of fictional heists?
Because if you look how blockchain works, first of all, most of the people who claim to be blockchain experts don't even understand how blockchain works. And you can always test it by starting asking questions. For example, how the consensus algorithm works, what is the anchor of trust, how you measure all of that. And you realize whether the person actually understands how blockchain works or not. So, yeah, I mean, there are people who call themselves hackers. And I would say also that over the years, this has changed. When blockchain was a brand new technology, it was a way different acceptance level than it's now.
Okay, Rob, can I read this here? I think you have the same article. Can you go all the way to the top, what it says?
It doesn't have a title. For some reason, it's not loading, but it is the same article.
But in here, it says, why do hackers love cryptocurrency? Cyber criminals and hackers love cryptocurrency because it's off the books. And it's perfect for, I understand, it's at cyber criminals.
Yes.
So it's like, come on, I want to qualify that. Yeah.
You are using here hackers as a synonym of criminal.
Totally get it. That's why I stopped it.
Data reveals that centralized exchanges like DMM Bitcoin and WazirX have been particularly vulnerable, with significant incidents seeing $300 million and $235 million lost, respectively. It's akin to leaving the vault door ajar for the robbers to waltz in, courtesy of compromised private keys. These revelations emphasize the urgent need for more resilient security protocols within the industry, echoing a sentiment not too dissimilar from locking the barn door after the horse has bolted. To compound matters, the U.S. government's response has been notably hawkish, with federal indictments and substantial rewards aimed at unmasking the North Korean operatives involved. It's a bit like offering cash to catch a magician in the act, a dramatic clash between the old world methods of crime solving and the new world's digital bread and butter. Meanwhile, the expectation of incoming President Trump's more crypto-friendly stance compared to Joe Biden adds another layer of intrigue. Could this be a silver lining amidst the dark cloud of clandestine operations? Only time, or perhaps a well-timed tweet from Trump's digital platform of choice, will tell. But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
It's perfect for moving illegal payments and demanding ransom. Ransomware is a type of malicious software designed to block access to computer system and data, typically by encrypting it using ransomware. Attacker usually demands payment. Okay, so this is criminal activity.
Well,
we're not talking same thing. But
this is actually very good conversation. Because when you look the history of ransomware was dying. It was going away. In a lot of my presentation, I have the first ransomware, because the first ransomware ever asked checks to be mailed to P.O. Box in Panama.
right.
That was how the ransom was supposed to be paid. Very slow. And what made ransomware to bloom and the whole criminal ecosystem around ransomware was cryptocurrencies. That was the rocket fuel. So absolutely, if you are using hacker as a synonym to the criminals, yes, then they love it. But when I'm using hacker, I'm using hacker as the original term. People who are curious, who are tinkerers, who are researchers, and they are not criminals.
In the grand tapestry of the stock market and cryptoverse, the narrative of North Korean hackers weaves a story of not just peril, but also opportunity. As bizarre as it might sound, these cyber heists underscore the critical need for fortified security measures in cryptocurrency trading. For the discerning investor, this revelation could very well be the clarion call for investing in robust security technologies or companies leading the charge in this domain. Current forecasts suggest a tumultuous yet potentially rewarding journey for cryptocurrencies, with DMM Bitcoin and WazirX at a pivotal juncture. Their ability to pivot and reinforce their cyber defenses could herald a phase of resurgence in investor confidence. As these companies navigate this challenging terrain, their stock becomes a point of investment intrigue. So, what are your thoughts on this digital saga? Could the allure of high-risk, high-reward investment in the cryptosphere be worth its weight in Bitcoin? Let the conversation unfold as we await the next move in this riveting financial chess game. And finally, if you would like to know more about cryptocurrencies or specifically Bitcoin, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there.